Breaking news.
Drama! Yes, drama when it comes to Manchester United.
It's all kicking off.
Man United won't break the bank for him. And if Man United won't break the bank for him, they've got other targets.
Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt. Too much. Criticizing. Actually, you can't even call it criticizing. Just going in. Witch hunt vibes against Lisandro Martinez. It's caused uproar online for Manchester United fans around the world. And rightly so, because there's one thing giving constructive criticism on things that maybe Lisandro Martinez can improve on. And then there's just making stuff up. There's then not taking into account that actually 4 or maybe 5 out of the last 6 times or 4 out of the last 5 times that Martinez has played against Erling Haaland, he's done fine. I was there at the FA Cup final. He was right up Haaland. Haaland couldn't get a kick, mate. So for these guys to go on a podcast without offering any sort of legitimate way that he can improve and just cussing him off, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I'm all for criticizing players. I'm all for talking about what's going on and being honest, like not just mollycoddling your players, but come on. You wouldn't get Raul talking about ex-Real Madrid players like this. You wouldn't. You wouldn't get Zidane. All right, cool, he's been the manager, but you get my gist. You wouldn't get Xavi doing this at Barca. You wouldn't get Busquets and Jordi Alba and these types of guys. You wouldn't. It just wouldn't happen. You wouldn't get Ronaldinho doing that. So I'm all for ex-pros having their say, the legends, but come on, to just offer up just basically telling lies. It's too much, man. It's too much. You can criticize Lisandro. You can talk about things he needs to improve on, but that is way too much. Let me know what you guys are saying in the chat. Is it justified? Are we being, what do you call that thing? What's that thing? Are we being too easy? Are we being too soft? Are we being too woke? I don't think we are. I think there's a line, and these men are just crossing it ever so slightly, man. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we've got a lot to talk about indeed. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the Transfer View. Transfers, you remember them? Ha, 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 ha. Transfers, that's not happening. But Flex is right. You know, words are being spoken and lies are being spoken, really, Flex. You know, there is evidence to refute what these ex-players are saying. But you know what's irrefutable, right? What's irrefutable is before and after photos. And when it comes to the irrefutable evidence that Optimum works, the evidence speaks for itself, Fleck.
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Oxford Natural and their all-new natural supplement, Optimum Day and Night. Thousands across the UK, USA and beyond are smashing their health goals with Oxford Natural. Optimum Day gives you steady energy, curbs your cravings and keeps your metabolism firing all day. Optimum Night helps you relax, get restorative sleep, recover and keep burning fat while you rest. It's not a magic pill, but it will help you reach your health goals. Check out some of the incredible results. 2 of our own, OWEN, lost over 100 pounds in 10 months and KG dropped 30 pounds in 4 months. In 8 months, football legend Michael Owen lost 35 pounds and Robbie from AFTV, Don Robbie, lost over 80 pounds. And in 6 months, Anita, an award-winning immigration lawyer, lost 44 pounds. And Linda, a law firm executive, lost over 50 pounds. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Oxford Natural, let's get to work.
Go on, Anita and Linda. Yes, as always, you can get optimized today if my sidebar is correct, which it will be in just a second with the what you call it and the thingy. That right there. Yes, you can scan that QR code. You can save up to 70% off your first order. You can get your Optimum Day, which is good for your weight loss goals right there. Oh. You can get your Optimum Night, which is good for your restorative sleep. It's a brand new and improved formula. You can get them individually or combined. I know it's the 16th of January, but it's still very earlier on in the year. Yeah, you can start your New Year's health goals today and get Optimised. As always, the link's in the video description below. It's pinned in the chat. All the information's in the video description as well. Flex. Flex. We've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And no, it's not the fact that you're not wearing a hat. You know, I know that's
I know.
controversial.
Everyone's like, the haircut's optimizing. Did you go to Turkey? No. I just went to the barbers. It's very local. Very local.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I just got fades, just got a normal haircut. And I thought about that. I was like, I do wear hats way too much. I do actually have
You do
hair.
wear them a lot. Yeah, you do have.
It just become like in normal life away from, I do not wear hats, but I was like on camera, I do always wear hats. It's just become something that's just a routine that's synonymous with me, but it don't actually have to be. I have hair. No. I just have a big forehead, but I do have hair.
But look, I'll be honest. I've thought about going the route of going down the cap or the KG hat routes at points because I've gone, look, my hair's thinning. You know, I went to the barbers like 18 months ago, and he said it's getting lesser. That was the phrase.
Lesser. That's it. Embrace it, innit?
But yeah, that's where I'm trying to go with. I'm just trying to embrace it. It will slowly go shorter. You know, that's what it will be. Yeah. That's true. The hat only comes sky and blue book.
Yeah, which is also just like not true. Like in normal life, when I'm not on the camera, I don't wear hats loads, especially when I get trimmed. But like you guys just don't see it. A lot. Yeah. So yeah, I am. I mean, I will probably lose my hair by the time I'm like, I don't know, post 40. I'm a little bit thin in the corners, ever so slightly, but I still have hair. So while I've got a little bit of hair, may as well.
I'm not even brave enough to lean that far forward. You know what I mean? I've got.
Is it?
I got the Frank Lampard, a mixture of Frank Lampard, Gianluigi Donnarumma. You know what I mean?
Oh, right, okay.
I've got that.
A little bit
where from a distance, from here, it looks all right. You know what I mean? But I think if you got too close, you know what I mean? Or when I come out the shower, you know, and I got a double crown, so like got the kind of Zidane-ish, you know, going on as well. It's you know.
Well, this has turned into the appearance for you. Even someone said there, look, a flex forehead looks like the Premier League table, massive, 100%.
Looks like United.
It's very
in the
congested.
Premier League table.
Exactly. One thing I've always had, it's inconsistent. I've always had a big forehead. That is one thing I do have. I've got more forehead than hair. But someone said some dye on the beard. Yeah, but the dye, this is what I'm saying. Just get old gracefully. Like all of this trying to keep up and trying to change your thing is. Your thing is your thing, man. You are who you are. Yeah. It is what it is. Like I started dyeing it when I first started getting a couple of grays. And I thought after 2 days, your beard gets longer and it's starting. I'm like, who am I trying to impress? I'm just.
Do you know who's an inspiration? Do you know who's an inspiration to losing hair? I tell you, KG the comedian is an inspiration to losing hair, and I tell you why. Because he, the story he tells is that basically he was like 18 or something like that, and he saw that his hair was going, so he just got rid of it. And his mindset was, if I do it now, in like a year or two's time, people will be used to it, and then that's just me. You know, then it's not a shock. And I tell you what, it's about true.
That. It is true. You know what I mean? And I think when you get to that point, like if I didn't have no hair, if there was none of this, there's a way where you can see where it's all, then I'll just take it. But for now, the last few haircuts I'm going to get, however many years I got left in me, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Well, I tried that before. So people noticed that before Christmas, I got my haircut a little bit shorter. And I went into the barbers and said, like I think it's time. Not bold, but just, you know, go quite short. And the guy just said no.
He just didn't let you. Yeah.
No, I think it's because my hair was longer at the time. You know, when you go into barbers and they go like, and you go,
they don't want to do it.
They don't want to. Yeah. They get a bit.
It's like dentists. They don't really want to take your teeth out if they don't have to.
No, so he just sort of went, well, maybe, you know, maybe. So all right, fine, whatever.
It's what it
anyway,
is, so, less hats.
Anyway, some comments by Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt about Leacher that basically isn't true, effectively. This was on their podcast. Let me get Flex back in here. There you go with the watch call it. And they said the following. We can play the clip. Paddy McGuinness hosts their podcast. It's actually quite a good listen, more often than not. They've got quite a good sort of vibe.
Until they do this stuff and stuff.
Until they lie. Yeah. But this is what they said.
You know that new manager kind of lift. I can see United beating City.
I could see him beating City with Amarin. I don't think they're anywhere near what they have been. They're amazing standards to get to. Don't get me wrong. There's just something about them. I still don't think they're quite right.
If they get the injuries back, with as in like Maguire, Delit, and them kind of players, we've got a chance. But I just feel with the younger players at the back, they've done brilliant. By the way, Heaven's been unbelievable. To be fair, for his
and
age.
They are only young.
Bear in mind, so what they're saying at the moment is all fine. Yep. It's all fine. You know what I mean? Going They could win. City haven't been what they were. Could have won under Amorim. You know, could be. You never know if they can get some players back. You know, people like Aiden Heaven in the back line. You know, there you go. That's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing scandalous about that. That's fine.
This is on the way to a good little clip.
I wouldn't like to see him against Haaland.
Martinez against
Haaland.
You need to let Sam Maguire back for that.
Pick Martinez up and run with him. It'd be like, you know, see a dad after school.
He'd score, then throw him in the net.
Running down the road like with a little... that's what it'd be like.
I take it back, everyone. He's got to...
It actually stinks when you... Because he's basically acted like Martinez has never... What makes him even more dumb from Nicky Butt? Because they're talking about the prospect of playing Haaland.
Yeah.
And he's basically acting like Martinez has never played against him.
No chance.
Like saying, I wouldn't want to see him against him. We've fucking seen it before, and loads of times he's been all right. What are you talking about? Actually, now I've watched it even back. It's even worse, bro. It's honestly
worse. It's even worse. It's like this idea that Haaland, you know, like you said, we've never seen it, and I wouldn't want to see that. He's gonna get bullied. He's gonna get bullied, and you almost need that someone in the room, don't you, to go, where the time out here, you two. They've both played in like an FA Cup final, you know, first minute in, ball into the box, Leacher, bang, right into the back of Erling Haaland. Didn't see from him again. Go back to when he was at Dortmund. Ajax didn't get a sniff against him. Times in the Prem, hasn't got a sniff against him. You know, there have been moments where Erling Haaland's got the better of, you know, Leacher. The problem is with Leacher as well is because he's been so injured the last 2 years, actually, there's probably more times which he hasn't played against City than he has. But when he has and played up against Haaland, he's done well. He's done well. Yes. And you didn't even notice this before, because obviously you were at the game last weekend, so you wouldn't have seen it. But they can say stuff like this, Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes. And then last weekend against Brighton, they're doing the customary go to Sir Alex in the director's box. Who's sitting next to Sir Alex? Paul Scholes. So it is. I'm not usually the biggest believer in, you know, the ex-players and they've got an agenda and, you know, they're not helping, blah, blah, blah. Because I do think, you know, it kind of does come with the territory and, you know, they're being paid for their opinion, so they give their opinion. But at the same time, like, you can't just say things that are inaccurate, do not help, you know, the players and the team, and then be sitting in the director's box next to Sir Alex, kind of rolling your eyes when it's shit on the pitch. You know what I mean? It's bullshit. it's just rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
And the thing is, it's actually quite nasty work. Like, I know there's this sort of situation where, you know, players are snowflakes or players need to take criticism, because there will be another side to this of like, whatever, just get on with it. Just shows the weak mentality in the players. Like, if he plays badly now and you let Nicky Butt make you play bad, then you've got no head on your shoulders. It's actually less about that. I'm actually less concerned that like Leacher's going to hear that and now he's going to play rubbish, because actually I think he's a strong character. And there were some quotes that somebody posted that was saying when he was doing some media the other day in his native tongue. Was he speak Portuguese? What did he speak? Portuguese, whatever he speaks, Spanish, whatever. Yeah. But he was doing it on an outlet anyway. And the quotes were there about talking about criticism and Spanish. How to take it. Was it Spanish? Well, he was, yeah. And the quotes, I don't know if you've seen it. The quotes are there, and he's basically talking about. It actually would be good to maybe get that actually, because he's saying like, I can take criticism if it's constructive. You know, we're players. It's actually our families who it probably hurts more. Our families and friends, and that we've got to be strong in this, that, and the other. But
I'll have a look. Yeah, this was just for reference. This was Scholes and Sir Alex at the game, and you know, then you see stuff like this. You know, Paul Scholes and Sir Alex can't believe their eyes, and look, you obviously can't believe their eyes. We're shit. We were rubbish. But at the same time, you know, you're sitting next to the boss, you know, and you're and then you're doing on your podcast and saying stuff that's just not true, and that is where it does that is not helpful. That does damage. You know, and Leacher is a good example before. He's come out before, isn't he? Because he did, obviously, Jamie Carragher went really in on him when he first signed. And then, when was it? I think it was at the beginning of last season or something like that, when he did some media after we beat Fulham. And Jamie Carragher was there. And basically, Leacher put him in his place and sort of said, see. And in the end, who apologised to who? It was Jamie Carragher having to go, I got that one wrong.
Because he was too small.
Because it was bullshit, you know. It's rubbish.
My good friend Nathan Salt put up the quotes actually, because he said it was noteworthy that Martinez was asked about criticism from pundits, ex-players, with his chat with AFA Studio. So it's an Argentinian outlet. And there's some really good quotes there about how he actually perceives, this. There you go. Right. So Martinez says, I believe that every footballer has to be very well prepared mentally, because comments from important people / pundits can bring you down, I'm very focused, very grounded in my values, my roots, what I give. I don't need to prove anything. Obviously, if it's constructive criticism, I think criticism always has to exist, because otherwise there's no improvement. So obviously there are situations where people are disparaging, and you have to take it with a pinch of salt, depending on who it comes from and how it's said, right? Sometimes you talk without having empathy. When he says you, I think he means the pundit / the person it's coming from. Sometimes you talk without having empathy, that understanding with the players, because players don't wear a mask. Obviously, translating, so it's going to be a little bit off. Don't wear a mask. Now wear a mask, that we are strong, that we are this and that. But the truth is that we have fathers, mothers, brothers, friends around us who suffer more than we do, because we are machines. We can put up with everything around us. You understand? Sometimes it's, I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't make me angry, but hey, where can I vent it all on? Where can I vent all that anger? On the pitch. So anyone sort of trying to come with this, the flaky mentality, typical players can't take a bit of criticism. Leeds, before these man even said this, is saying like, this criticism thing, I'm here for it. I can, all that anger that if a man questions my thing, I'll just go on the pitch and try to smash people. I'll just put it there. But my mum, my dad, my family, my friends, it probably gets to them more, because we have to have thick skin. And he also says, depending like whoever it's coming from, if there's like constructive nature around what they're saying, I'll take it on. Criticism has to exist so that there's room for improvement. So he's saying it's not a problem. But this is probably the type of analysis he's talking about. Because when we can see that 4 out of the last 5 games he's played against Haaland and Haaland hasn't scored, and we've seen him have good games against Haaland, you're coming with no facts. You're just trying to do a witch hunt. And you're also, like I said, you're acting like you haven't seen Martinez play against this guy. Oh, I wouldn't want to see Martinez against him. We already have 5 times, you idiot. What are you talking about?
And also, to your point, and to what Leach is saying there, I suppose, as well, it's one thing to be, criticism that's grounded in reality. You say something like, oh, I just don't know if he's quick enough to deal with this player, or he kind of sleeps at the back post a little bit, or can he play in a high line? That's one thing. That's like, more your technical criticisms. What they're really saying there, because they go, oh, Haaland will just pick up Leacher and throw him in the back of the net. So what they're really saying is Leacher's this very small, weak guy, and Erling Haaland's this very big, strong man that's going to bully this child effectively. So there's no real it's not even really it's just mocking, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Like
It's the middle. It's just a diss.
It's just wanting to diss him. It's personal, and that is because it's not based on. If Nicky Butt said, if Nicky Butt said, I'm just not sure about Martinez, I don't know, the physicality, he's too over aggressive. Sometimes he nips in and tries to win the ball, and it's not that. And I'm not sure if he plays like that against Haaland this time around, that's going to go well. Do you know what I mean? If it was constructive.
Not even that. If they did it Leach is just coming back from a long-term knee injury, the physicality going up against Haaland, that might be a bit of a challenge, but he's really going to get that new injury tested out. He's not been back for a long time. And that is an ask. I know he's done well before, but that's an ask. Then you go, all right, fair enough. But it's just basically Leach is small and weak, Haaland's big and strong. He's going to bully him when there's no evidence of doing that. And that again is, you're not thinking twice about just a pile-on at that point, are you? You're just piling on the team and you're not thinking twice about it. And I think that is when the criticism of the class of 92 or the ex-players is true, where you go, I don't think there's anything wrong with them criticizing the team and the players. Lord knows a lot of those players and Man United deserve it. Absolutely deserve it. But I think as an ex-player, the bare minimum should be, right, I think this. Let me just double check that this is accurate. Let me just double check. If it's Scholes talking about Liverpool and he says that, who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit if he says that about Liverpool? He shouldn't give a shit. He's an ex-Man United, he's an ex-Man United legend, right? So it doesn't matter. But when it's the team that you're associated with, maybe you have a little bit of, let's say one day let's say one day I'm gone from United View, yeah, and someone asks me a question about United View. What's your opinion on this? Before I give my opinion, at the very least, I go, I like these guys. I used to be there. I'll double check what I'm about to say is actually true because I don't know. You know, that should be the bare minimum. If it's about someone else, I can, you know, another channel that I don't like or anything like that, I'll be like, oh, who gives a shit? I'll say that. But you know, when you've got an association with that thing, your voice holds weight, which is why you're doing the podcast in the first place. You know, and I don't know. I would think, like, for instance, when Paul Scholes was playing, would he want Brian Robson saying to him, I tell you what, when he goes up against Vieira's just going to bully him. Vieira's going to bully him in that upcoming match. You know, Brian Robson wouldn't say that, by the way.
It's because they've never experienced, and he would say it. And obviously they've never experienced it in the time they were in there as in a top Man United side. And I think this is where, like, you don't want to start crossing over to be like, listen, we love these guys. These guys have achieved so much at our football club. They're legends, man. Do you know what I mean? They played in the best version of Man United we've seen in our lives. Like, they're top, especially Scholes. Like, he's one of the best midfielders to ever live, right?
Ever.
But you want ever. So it's not like a fuck you, Scholes. What did you achieve? It's not Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm always in the camp usually. I do try and listen to them, man, quite a lot. I'll be honest, like, within reason. Not, I know people are like, I stopped listening to the ex-pros ages ago because they talk shit. Because a lot of the time, don't get me wrong, like, as soon as De Ligt got here, remember, Scholes was onto him, just cussing him, and like, he's gone on to be strong and good. So I get it, but they do have like these alternative views just as fans where sometimes you go, fucking hell. Sometimes you're acting like you ain't played the game at the highest level. Like, if I didn't know who you were, I'd think you're probably just a podcaster like me, don't have a clue about the game. But other times, they're entitled to their opinion. If anyone is entitled to like say stuff, it's the man that's been there, walked in the shoes, got multiple Premier Leagues, been there at the pinnacle and knows what standards are. They're the people that I want to gravitate towards. But what we're seeing, especially with our legends, is that their takes and their opinions and attitude towards stuff ain't necessarily transpiring into sense. It's transpiring into people that like looking like they don't actually watch us. I don't think they look at the team.
I forgot about this as well.
Yeah,
there's something. There may be something a little bit more to it as well. Actually, thinking about it, because there was the thing that Scholes said that a United player wasn't happy with his criticism, reached out and to have a meeting, and then effectively he was like, "I never heard from that player again." Then it was revealed that that person was Leacher. So this is when you sort of go back to, okay, maybe there's something a little bit more there. You know what I mean? Between those two, maybe. You know, Scholes is even, you know, a bit pissed off that I know that thing happened where someone reached out and then that they were doing a meeting and then it didn't happen and he felt like he ghosted him. That's when you go, okay, so when you're doing this Haaland criticism, do you really mean that? Or do you still hold this kind of like, not grudge, but do you still hold this? I didn't like that from Leacher before. Like, I'm going in. I don't care. You know, it's like we were saying about Bruno yesterday, Flex. Sometimes if you've decided that you don't really like the person, that can kind of cloud your judgment on ability or performance, can't it? You know, I don't like that person. I don't like their personality. So blanket their shit. And you go, well, actually, someone can be you can not like a person. You can have issues with a person and still openly admit like, oh yeah, they're good. Actually, they're good. They're good at what they do. They're a good, and that's in anything. That's in any form of life. How many people online do we go, I don't really like them, but I tell you what, they're bloody good at what they do. Or I don't really like that presenter, but they're really, really good.
They're just good at exactly. You got that.
Or I don't like that footballer, but he's really, really good. He delivers all the time. You know, maybe that's where this is, where it's just like.
They're not able to do
that.
And
they've had issues before, and it's just
and you're just making it personal. And you're now not talking about, because you're just not talking about the real life body of work. Like you're looking at the real life, his body of work against Haaland is fairly strong. Like in terms of you, like doesn't mean we're going to win the game all the time. We'll get battered against City here and there, you know, this, that, and the other. But when we played City last year and Leacher fucking put the ball over the top for Ahmad to score in the last minute, Haaland didn't score in that game, did he? They scored from a header from a corner. Then we came back. Haaland didn't score. Did he play? Yeah, I want to get my facts right. But people are saying,
Right, we've got Leacher Martin. This is where Transfer Market website is good. His record against Man City. Actually, I should probably put this up on the screen, shouldn't I? With what you call it in the thingy.
Because and these things are only like a few clicks away if you want to make a point and make sure your point's right.
Yeah,
but they're not. They weren't interested in doing that. It was just a vibes thing in the moment to jump on, and go fuck it out. It pick him up.
So this is as you can see here. This is Alessandro Martinez. Yeah. Record against Man City. He's only played 5 games. Played 5, won 3, lost 2. He scored in one of them in the Premier League as well. Now I want to see. So in these games, these would have all been against. When did Haaland come in? Was it 20?
No, he would have been there. He would have been there. Was
that Haaland? Was it the whole time? I'm just trying to think in that first season if Haaland was there. He was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's when they won the treble, 22-23.
Yeah, exactly. So Haaland, he scored in that game, didn't he? 6-3. I remember he scored in that game. Yes.
6-3. Oh, that's when Anthony come on at half time.
Yeah. He scored in that game. He scored in that game.
Yeah.
This one here, he didn't score because it was Grealish that scored. Man United won that one. Leacher, I hate these adverts, man.
Yeah.
Leacher didn't play in that one. Didn't play in that one. Did play in this one.
Yeah, 90
which
minutes
is away.
That's the Ahmad one.
Is that the Ahmad one? Right. Did Haaland score that game?
No, because they scored from a header from a shit corner.
So, and then of course that was Community Shield. Didn't play in the FA Cup final, which they won. Played in the FA Cup final that we won.
Yeah. And he roughed
so
him
what we're
up
saying
that
is,
as well.
so we're saying that Erling Haaland's only scored in one of the games that Leach has played.
But he scored 3. I think he scored a hat trick that game though. We were like 4-0 down at half time. Remember Anthony come on and scored for no reason, but I was at that game, got battered.
But then this is the problem. Since then, he has played a couple, but a lot of the time Leach has been injured.
He's been injured.
So really,
there's not enough evidence there to suggest that every time he plays against this guy, he
There's
picks
not.
him up and runs with him. It's
No,
just not.
exactly.
It's just not true.
It's just not
It's
true.
not true.
It's not accurate. You know what I mean?
And then
It's
again, people are saying about the Ajax thing as well, the Ajax Dortmund.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So look, man, I just think it's very
Like you
easy.
said, that took a minute.
And it's not. And you see this, This ain't saying that like Leach is the best thing since sliced bread. Like he's amazing. He's the best centre back in the Prem and the best centre back in the world. You're just talking about him with Haaland, and what they're doing is creating this false thing that hasn't happened yet. Like this, what they're describing literally hasn't happened yet. So. Where are you going with this? Like, why are you saying this? You're saying it because you just got an issue with the guy on a personal, because he's small, because you just maybe don't really like him that much. His attitude annoys you, whatever. But you're not often offering any form of constructive situation around that.
No. Man United says Man U want Forrest Murillo to replace Maguire in the summer. We'll talk about that in a bit. Petter's been a member for 9 months. Says Leacher manhandled Haaland more than once. Such a stupid comment by Scholes, but Leacher is the key for our win on Saturday. Line-breaking passes. We'll have a preview coming up later today. The real MG says brain freeze would cause an avalanche. What does that mean, Flex? Is that for you? Big forehead.
Big forehead. It's in thinking.
If you
guys just see it as I'm more powerful now.
If you had a brain freeze, it would call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Nice one, LMG.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Leaves with the contribution and then follows it up with Class of 92 moving mad. Hats off, Fleck. Got it again. Nice little pun. You know what I mean? Raul says, I feel like with Martinez, optics let him down. What optics? The
optics. Yeah, they mean the optics of like
you take a look
because he's small. He's small and he like comes across as hard and like you know what I mean. A lot of people don't like Lisandro Martinez because like they see him as the small little aggressive rat. Like fuck off, you little bastards! Always kicking people, always coming with the aggressive thing. Because a lot of Argentinians they have the streak. They have that like. Do you know what I mean?
But he needs to
Romero has it. He does.
He needs to be more than like with Leacher, like because he's a shorter defender. Like he needs to make up for it somehow, doesn't he? You've got to make up for it somehow. So you've got to make up with it with being aggressive, being good with your feet, being.
He's not going to win loads of things in the air because he's just not.
No,
he's not going to be.
And
guys, I don't even Like, I do like Martinez, but it has been times where I've brought forward a few things like, got to be careful with the Butcher thing. I don't really buy into all of that stuff. I just I like him playing with the ball. He's definitely brilliant with the ball, and he's aggressive, a good box defender. He can step in and try and nick the ball in front of people. But there's other sides of his games where sometimes I do see him try and put a bit too much out there or be a bit too aggressive to show a bit. So I'm not even, like I say, saying he's the best, most top defender, but what they're doing is just crazy.
Yeah, and also with Leacher as well, like you said, they got aggressiveness. I mean, I never feel like he's out of control like Romero, is at Spurs. Where he is a liability, isn't he? Like, he'll just get sent off in the most ridiculous of moments. I was just checking. Do you know Leach has only been suspended twice for Manchester United? Once was yellow card suspension in the Europa League. Once was a yellow card suspension in the Premier League. Never had a red.
That's mad. Yeah,
he could have a couple of times. I remember a couple of stamps, but not bad, is it? Not bad, but super aggressive, terrible. Where are we at? This one. Ronnie says it's straight up bullying, Leacher. It's disgusting. Nicholas says we only take this personally is ex-players. Maybe when ex-players have a point. If players were proving them wrong on the pitch, then no one would care. Snowflake mentality. But
he is proving them wrong.
He is proving them wrong. It's not true.
It's not true what they're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to criticize their performance or their inability to win matches or their inability to qualify for Europe, fair point. And this is like I used to say about Ruben, didn't I? Like, you can criticize these players for loads of things. You don't need to make things up. You don't have to. There's plenty of stuff to pick from. You don't have to do that. Like with Leacher, there's plenty of things you can criticize him. Kenny, for years, has been going, I don't like the look of I think injury prone. I think he's picking up too many injuries, too many long-term injuries. And he got absolutely, slaughtered for that. But it turned out he was pretty right, actually. In this case, they don't need to make up, he's getting bullied by Haaland. You go, well, I don't know about that.
No. And the thing is,
and how does that make you a
game.
snowflake?
Yeah,
how does that make you a snowflake as well? If someone lies about you, if someone lies about you and you go, that's not true, you don't go,
you're not a snowflake.
You go, no, you're a liar.
You were wrong. Yeah, you're a liar and you're wrong.
You're a liar.
Snowflake is basically saying, like, I think he needs to play a bit better. I think he needs to play better. Oh, don't say that about me. Like, that means you can't take criticism. But Nicholas, you're just talking nonsense. It's not snowflake mentality, bro. When people are making stuff up, that is not true. And actually, now as well, we're in this stupid position online, which it could go either way. If he has a stinker,
Haaland could bully him tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. If he has a stinker because he just has a stinker and gets out jumped from a corner and Haaland gets the header over him, then Scholes and Thing are going to go back on their sinker. We did say, look here, did you see Martinez trying to run after Haaland, mate? Honestly. People slagging us off as well, they were. And now look what happened to him. They'll use that as a thing to stick to beat him with, and everyone will laugh. But then also, if he has a good game against him and roughs him up and we end up winning this game, everyone's going to go, imagine our two legends said that. He was going to... Now we've just created this thing where either could have happened regardless of what these two have just said. If anything, it's more likely to happen where he doesn't get rinsed based off what's happened.
G-Man says here, big up as one of our members, says, Flex Nona being too in their feelings about this. I think that the moment particularly the ex-players can say things that are not true, and the moment you don't push back on them, that's when you do get into, you can just say anything at this point. You can just say anything. If I can pick any player in Bruno Fernandes, I tell you what, with Bruno, he doesn't get around the pitch enough. You know what I mean? He doesn't get around the pitch enough. And you could go, well, that's not true. The heat map's kind of there. You could go, stop being a snowflake. You go, what? No, you do have to say things that
you're talking shit.
You do have to say things. I mean, like I said, there's a line between opinion and just inaccuracy, isn't there? You could have the opinion of, I tell you what, I think tomorrow, I think Haaland will bully Leacher. All right, fair you go. There's not really a lot of evidence to support that, but that's your opinion. Fair enough.
Yeah, I just think this is a game too far for his comeback.
Yeah, but when you then sort of frame it as, I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see, like it's never happened before. And he's going to pick him up. He's going to throw him in the back of the net. When you go, well, that's not what's happened in the past. You can't. kind of say that. And again, I would get it if it's Jamie Carragher. If it was Jamie Carragher, I'd be like, I fucking hate United. You know what I mean? He hates us.
Like you said, and he did it and then said sorry.
Yeah. But these are meant to be the people that in the media, not that they're supporting us, but these are the people in the media that you're meant to be going like, you're meant to have like been at United and kind of understand, not to say that you should treat us with kid gloves or you should lie in the opposite sense, but you're meant to be people that are kind of there to sort of defend United to an extent. And you have proven that you can do it, because when it was your friend in the dugout, you were nice. And when it's people that you're not friends with, you're not nice. So again, also, is it opinion or is it agenda?
Well, exactly. It's 100% agenda. And you're also saying, gonna need Maguire for that one. I've seen fucking Maguire running back with a parachute on his back, with Haaland running away from him. Haaland scored loads of goals when he's been playing. What's the record? He's been here longer. What's the record when fucking Harry Maguire's played against him? And I'm not trying to rinse Maguire, by the way, to say he's shit and that, but I'm saying like how the agenda doesn't agenda. Like, let's not act like Maguire have this massive shutout record because he's big, strong, and got the slab head and wins loads of headers. You're basically saying that, like, Haaland can't take him for a ride. In the very last game, Luke Shaw gave that shit ball, and it was Maguire running back, trying to get in there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that was Maguire's fault. I'm just saying, like, Haaland's had a field day quite a few times. Like someone said, he scored 2 hat-tricks, I think, in the last however many games against us. Some games he hasn't scored at all. Like, he can do it to anyone. When you're the best striker in the world, like he is, along with Kane or whatever it is, when you're a goal fucking freak machine, guess what? He can do that. Craig Bellamy rinsed Rio one time at the halfway line when Rio gave the ball away. What does that mean?
What do you mean? They mentioned it. Someone mentioned it in the chat, and it's true. It's just one of these sort of media narratives that just gets kind of over time. If you just say it enough, then it must be true. It's a bit like the Torres Vidic thing. I tell you what, Fernando Torres, he gave Nemanja Vidic a terrible time all the time. And you go, well, that's just not true. You know, he did one day at Old Trafford, but actually, aside from that, his record against Nemanja Vidic was actually really, really poor. You know, it's just that one day at Old Trafford that Vidic struggles and Vidic got sent off. But, but he always gave him a really torrid time. You go, did he really? And then you look at the numbers, you go, actually, no, he didn't. He didn't give him a torrid time. Licha, he's just very weak. Haaland will bully him. Has he? Well, no. Actually, we just looked through the numbers. The last time Haaland scored in a game that Licha was playing was like 3 years ago. Well, now 4 years ago. But all the time. All the time. It's just very... And they're saying in that clip, they need Maguire and De Ligt back. That's the same De Ligt that I thought was going to be a terrible signing because he came from Bayern and he got forced out by Eric Dyer. Man United shouldn't be getting him. Man United shouldn't be getting De Ligt. But actually now, getting back in for the Manchester derby is just... bizarre. Danny Luciano says thoughts with Flex missing out on N'Golo Kante. Honestly, Danny, don't even. He actually messaged me. Yeah. First of all, actually, can I tell you what you actually messaged me? Can I tell you what you actually messaged me? Because Flex has got a problem, folks. Flex has got a problem in that he is a messenger where he just types stuff out, will not read it, and just press send. He will not. He has.
I always think my predictive can know what I mean, and sometimes it doesn't. So
he just types stuff out and he just clicks send, and then there are. I've working and known Flex with 5 years now, half a decade. Bloody hell! I know I can speak Fleck, so I know most of the time what he is saying, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense. But he sent me the other day. I'll actually read this out loud because. I literally just went, what or who? When he said it to me. Where is it? I got to scroll up because fucking hell, we send each other a lot of messages. Jesus. Yeah. There you go. He said, for F's sake, Kanye going Fenerbahce. We should get him. We should get him, LOL. And I went, who? Because at that point, genuinely, I thought, I don't know who he's talking about.
Kanye West is going to be the new chairman of
I was like, it can't be Kanye West. But I was thinking, is there this like Kanye player that I don't know about? I was going, I don't know about that. I went, who? And he went, Kante, LOL. And I just went, oh.
Yeah.
With some
super predictive. Let's put a Y instead of T. It's just silly. It's just silly. But yes. Kanye? Yeah, well, fucking he's fucking finished. He's coming back to Europe, mate. The Fenerbahce.
Yeah, to Fenerbahce.
In Europa League. Yeah, I know. Are they in Europa League?
I would think so. And they don't have Jose anymore, do they? Fenerbahce. Where are they? Are they in Europa? I can't see.
Anyway,
Maybe they're not.
He's back in Europe, and I know it's Fenerbahce, but it proves that he can still play. You know what I mean?
Right, he can still play, but
we don't need him. He's finished. He's washed. May as well retire.
Right, but you know what it is, yeah. It's like it's that's the problem with our midfield at the moment. N'Golo, if we sign N'Golo Conte, he'd go into our midfield straight away.
100%,
is it?
And but not even just because the bar's low though, because he's still actually good.
Yeah, well, no, and also the bar's very low.
But he's good. He's in the French team.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Of course, he's good. But there's a lot of midfielders that would go into.
He's better than a lot. He's better than a lot of midfielders in the league. Kante.
Would Scott McTominay get into our midfield right now?
In a 10, yeah.
I'm not. I'm not even.
Well, no, not our midfield. Well, our midfield. Well, yes, he's better than Ugarte, but no, because we already don't want Scott McTominay back where he's not meant to be. Do you know what I mean?
Scott McTominay would get back in the United team. He'd go in the 10 and Bruno would go midfield or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But Kante, I mean, always superseded. Like he's better than Scott McTominay like at that job. Like Kante is still good at that job, is what I'm saying. Like if Jordan Henderson can go to Brentford and do that, yeah, Kante can come to the Prem and still.
Would Jordan Henderson get in our midfield?
Well, yeah, he's better than yeah, of course he would. Absolutely.
I mean, bar's low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fred would.
But Kante's good though as well. Like he's really good.
Amrabat would get in.
Oh, I mean,
who would you rather have in mid? I tell you what, that is a good one. Who would you rather have in midfield, Ugarte or Amrabat? Amrabat,
100%.
I'd have Amrabat.
I'd have Amrabat. And that's what I'm saying. Obviously, yeah, you're right. The thing is low, but like the player Kante is just good. It's just good. Oh, and guys, I need to say something. I need to change my ways.
Is it
not just because the cap's not on?
Is it about? I was going to say, is it about the lack of a hat because the chat's
no, it's not that. It's not that. The chat. This is what happens when this just shows how long I haven't not worn one. So yeah. So that'll fine in a week's time.
You've got to persist with this now. You've got to persist with
it. Yeah. As long as I've got a haircut, because when my hair gets messy, it's mad. When it's overgrown a bit, don't look great.
Yeah.
But it'll encourage me to get a trim more often, which I should be doing, to be fair. And even before I was getting a trim and still just putting my hat straight back on, I was like, fucking wasting my money. Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
I got a call yesterday while I was live. I got a call from one of my heroes.
Oh.
And I missed the call. Missed the call. Okay. So I got a call yesterday from my GOAT. Okay. Yesterday at 1:19. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And Andrew Cole called me. And I was on DR and I saw my phone ringing. I was making a point and I went, Andy Cole's ringing me. Andy Cole's ringing. I goes, oh my God. And I missed the call. So I messaged him. I said, yes, Coley. Did you mean to call me? He said, yes, Flex. You look stressed. He says, you look stressed. Because he's been on to me, like, we've been exchanging messages, right? And Coley's saying that I just need to believe. Just need to be positive. I just need to, like, it's tough times. Where is it? Where's the... Let me tell you what he said. There you go. He said, Flex, what's wrong, man? Keep smiling, bro. Even when it's hurting, just look forward. I said, Coley, I've got nothing left, man. Look, I've got nothing left. He goes, smile, keep pushing through, keep pushing. New year, have to go backwards to go forward. And he goes, you're looking. Then he called me after that a few days later. But that was just fast forward to yesterday. He goes, yeah, you look. What's going on, bro? You're looking stressed, man. And I goes, yeah, struggling, like the team, this, that, and the other. And he said, bro, football, good today, bad tomorrow. You just have to keep the faith. And then he put, keep believing with the hands. Now, look, I know that I can call Colin and be like, oh, what do you think about this thing and that thing and give the real pick. But
can call Coley. Huh? I mean, just casually, I can call Coley. You know, no
he
problem.
calls himself Coley. Well, he called me. He called me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just and this isn't trying to sort of one up you, Flex. I actually got a call the other day as well.
Was it from KG?
I got one. No, I got one from.
Was it from Vince?
From John Cena. I got one from. John Cena.
Wicked.
And he just called me. He checked in. He just wanted to check in. He was just like, "Hey, I've got some extra time with the after retirement. Just wanted to check in. Was watching United View." He said, "Oh, and you look stressed." And I went, just sometimes the internet can be the internet. He said, "Well, just keep going, keep going." I was like, "Cool." We hung up. We sort of both went like that.
You went
it was good.
At the end. You went word.
Yeah. Went like that. But yeah, carry on your story.
Why don't you call him back now? See if he answers.
What time zone?
He's working on a new film. He's in Europe.
Yeah, a bit busy, just like KG on set. You don't call someone on set.
So just send him a message. Send him a message now. Just type it out and press send so we know you've sent it so you can see it in the morning. Go on. Just type him a message.
Yeah, I will.
Go on then. Do it now. Do it now. Press send and let us see what say send.
What on what? iMessage or WhatsApp?
iMessage, WhatsApp, just both. To be fair.
All right.
And I'm gonna get my phone up to see if you've changed it. Oh God. Well, sorry, can't talk now, but it's in your type box. Why is it in your type box?
Not in my one. It's just
cool. Fairs. Well, you never know who you got on your phone book. It just goes to prove it, innit? Like we've been doing this. We're an award-winning channel. People watch.
Yeah.
People watch.
Exactly.
People watch.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah. But anyway, that's what Coley was saying. And I thought about it. And I was like, there's two reasons why I support Man United. Eric Cantona and Coley. And
what's that, Asher? Yeah, I know. It was John Cena, mate. John Cena. John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena.
She said, no, she's saying you just got a missed call. She's saying you just got a missed call for him. She said.
No. What do you mean you only bark or whine when I'm saying bullshit? Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about, Asher. Shut up. Be quiet.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So I just thought maybe it's best to take his advice and just be like, you know what? It's shit. What are you going to do? Keep being like this? I've got to start believing. 16 games, got to go all in. My legend is telling me this. Personally going, listen, you got to do it. And he's the reason why I support this club, along with Eric Cantona. So I can't not listen to him. So I'm going to be changing.
It's time for Flex to flip flop. Spinning around like a spinning top. One day yes, then next day no.
Yep.
You changed your mind.
Correct. And the song exists for a reason, so shouldn't be a surprise. And on new evidence,
I like that because the song exists now. That gives you an excuse to flip flop even more.
Otherwise, why have you made it? The
song exists. Yeah. The song exists.
You can't make a song. You can't make a song and be like, fucking hell, I'm gonna have to use it because it accurately describes the guy that I made the song about. That's why the song's
You are very agile, my friend, because I thought the song would maybe sort of hold you a bit more accountable, but you've managed to actually change it to, well, the song exists, so I've got license to do it even more. Which is, I did not expect that reaction.
No, that's
pretty good.
They're saying this is what you are. This is who you are. There's the songs there. So now it's not a shock when you play this song. Oh, what's this?
Well,
it's in line.
So what are you actually? So what are you saying here? So you're saying that
saying a whole load of stuff. I'm just saying that actually, obviously, I feel negative. Yeah. Of course I do. We all do. That doesn't change anything. But in what Coley's saying, you've got to look forward. You've got to just believe. Well, then I'm going to believe that we're going to get Europe. I'm going to believe that Michael Carrick. Yeah, I'm going to try to believe that. Yeah, I've got to try and push that out.
But do you believe?
Well, I'm going to work it. I'm going to start from tomorrow.
So as of today,
it's very hard to just click your fingers.
We said it's not like a light switch.
It's not like a light switch, no. So from tomorrow, I will.
So from
Match
tomorrow,
days.
you're going to believe.
I tell you what, match days, I'm going to believe every match day.
Wait a minute. It's not like a light switch, but from tomorrow, you are going to believe. So you are going to turn it on tomorrow.
It's not a light switch. That's because it's pre-planned. It's a light switch on a timer.
So it is a light switch.
It's one that's on a. This is a guy who's just fucking put John Cena into his phone. It's like, yeah, he called me. Now you fucking playing on moral high ground.
He did.
You know, guys. What I'm saying is clearly, obviously, I'm confused.
Call him now. You asked me to call John Cena. Call Coley.
No, but I don't want to put him into like. I don't know if Coley's on that. Like, but you know, like KG comedian will call you, or you'll call me. Go, Flex, you're live on your own channel, or like KG will go, Flex, you're live on my thing. Don't sweat, whatever. You got to respect the elders. I wouldn't put Coley into that. Spot. I would message him first.
I'm just saying. I think the chat doesn't believe you. You know what I mean? What proof is there? What proof is there that was Andrew Cole?
Well, he's called
as much
from his.
So did John Cena.
Account. So if I go, I'll show you right now. If you want proof. So there is Andrew Cole. Can you see that?
I can.
That is in Instagram. And there is the missed call right there. Right there. Yeah. Call back. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I said, yes, Coley, did you mean to ring me? He said, yes. What's going on? See that there? Look. Did you yes, Coley, did you mean to ring me? Yes, Flex. What's going on, bro? You are looking stressed, man. So there's your proof. Show me your John Cena proof.
All right, I'll call him now.
If my phone rings when you do this, I'm going to lock you out of the channel. Because I know you've probably just changed my name to that. Go on, I dare you. I dare you. If my phone rings now, you are one of the worst people we've ever seen. And so think very carefully as you're changing stuff right now. Because you're taking a little while here. Look at this guy. Look at him.
Well, that might get taken down for copyright, so I can't call him now.
Oh, mate. You are something else. That's true. Anyone heard from Nubian Pharaoh? I haven't seen him in years. Not years, but like quite a while. You are the liar.
Kristen says I can read Flex's thoughts.
Good. I can't read yours.
And he says that from tomorrow he's going to believe, not today.
Yeah. I'm going to take the advice.
And Jay Ramon's been a member for 42 months, says get Andy Cole on United View.
Yes.
Wow, if he's, you know what I mean, if you can call him. I mean, he's been on United View before.
He has. A couple of times, yeah.
When you did the Masters thing.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
We will message him now. We'll see if he wants to come on. You know. Yeah. What show?
Yeah.
It's a derby tomorrow. No, looking forward, like Coley says, tomorrow's a big day. Carrot's going to face the media today at. I've got to go on TalkSport. Is it 3 o'clock? Because he's on at 2:30, I think. Someone else said to me.
Yes, it's 2:30 presser. We're going to have a preview that's going to come out at midday as well. And then we'll be live for the Trinity at 4 p.m.
Yeah, so loads going on.
Yes.
Massive game tomorrow. It is huge. We've got to believe. Let's just try and believe.
From now or from tomorrow?
We'll start laying the seeds from now to activate.
Because I know you're going to believe from tomorrow.
I'm going to believe from tomorrow, but it will filter into today a little bit. It will filter into today because we have to, bro. What have we got?
No, I'm not saying we're not. I'm not saying.
Yeah, we have to. I think from the presser onwards,
we can win this game. I'm much more confident about this game than I am for the Arsenal game. You know.
Oh yeah.
I went with 2-1 on Trafford Talk last night. Went with 2-1 because the problem is that I'm using all my material that I'm going to use on the preview, but we're going to concede a goal, so we're going to have to score at least 2 to win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
minimum. We ain't winning this by nil. That's for sure. So last one as well says Team Nathan says big Andrew Cole, Big up, Andrew Cole should be. You got to love the UV. Massive game tomorrow, lads. I think any incomings in January, regardless of the reports. I really don't think.
Oh no, we're not going to get anyone in January. It's not.
January.
It's not going to happen.
No,
Unfortunately not. Like what we said yesterday on Trafford Talk. If anything, that's when a report does come out saying that we're going after this player. If that's you want to talk about liars, that's an indication that that person is a liar. So when it comes in like, oh, United are going for Ruben Neves, you go, oh, you're full of shit then. Yeah. We're not going for anyone.
No, we're not. Exactly.
I mean, we ain't getting anyone.
No. Guys, we'll see you later on today. It's a busy day, of course, like you said. And then rolling into tomorrow. Take care. We'll see you then. Peace.